All right, polling locations across the state are open for today's general election.
Now, as we've talked about, it's an important election. Ohioans voting on reproductive rights, recreational marijuana, and several local races and levies.
And we're pleased to be joined right now by Secretary of State Frank LaRose on an extraordinarily busy day for him. We appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah, we certainly do. For those who have not yet cast their votes, Secretary LaRose, what do they need to know before they head to the polls? And also the turnout we've seen so far. Is that what you expected?
Yeah, you're right. The polls are open until 7:30 tonight. So make your plan. Visit voteohio.gov. Make sure you know the right polling location. Maybe take a minute to look at what's going to be on your ballot. Do your research. Make sure to bring your valid photo ID, and that whole list is on our website, but also bring a smile to thank those hardworking poll workers. As a reminder, if you're one of the 119,000 that has an absentee ballot that you haven't returned yet, you got to get it down to the Board of Elections before 7:30 tonight. It is too late to mail it at this point. You asked about turnout. We've seen strong participation in early voting, and that's something we're proud of. Ohioans know it's a secure process and a convenient process. 864,525 Ohioans already participated in early voting, and we're sure that number will go higher as more absentee ballots come in. And we want to see strong turnout, and that's exactly what we're seeing all throughout the state.
Now, Frank, obviously in any election, you're going to have issues come up. We've seen a few today at polling places. For example, in Hilliard, there were party affiliations not on the ballot for city council races, just one example there. So how does your office respond to the issues when they come up, and then you prepare for others that may come up later?
Yeah, these are the normal sort of logistical things that do come up in every election. Really, the key is having a backup plan, having redundancies in place. Maybe it's my military background. We always look for any single point of failure and make sure that we build in those backup plans. In this case, that information could be posted in the voting booth. But really, across the state, it's been a very smooth election day so far, and we hope that'll continue all the way through reporting this evening.
And speaking of reporting this evening, finally, we just want to talk a little bit about the process after we cast our ballots. How long do we expect those results to take? And can we ensure that this is a free and fair election?
Absolutely. We have a dedicated team here at the Secretary of State's office that we call the ENR team, Election Night Reporting Team. They're going to be activated around 7 p.m. and at 7:30, once the polls close, they'll start drawing that data in from the 88 boards of elections and reporting it out to Ohioans on your channel and other news networks around the state, but also on our website, voteohio.gov. It's important that we get it done quickly, but what's even more important is that we get it done accurately. And so that's our watchword, is to make sure that we're doing it methodically. Ohio gives you those results on election night. That's something you can be proud of. And then, of course, the final tally occurs 3 weeks later. You asked about security. Well, one of the things that we do is we audit every election, and that'll happen about 3 weeks from now, where Republicans and Democrats count the hard copy ballot, compare it to that electronic result side by side. We've historically had an accuracy rate during my administration above 99%. In fact, 99.9 has been our average during the last 5 years.
Interesting. All right. Secretary of State Frank LaRose, we know it's a busy day for you and your team, and we appreciate you joining us, and happy Election Day.
Thank you. Get out and vote if you haven't already.
Absolutely. Once again, NBC4 is your local election headquarters. For more information about what is on your ballot, again, what you need to bring with you to the polls, and where to find those election results, be sure to go to our website, NBC4i.com.